Assalamualaikum dear students. Students, today we are going to check one of the salt which is white in color, and we are going to do step by step all the analysis and will determine which salt is present. So dear students, first of all, as we say color indication, so color is white in color. Okay, so particular radicals may be present. Smell, it's not going to give you any particular smell for today's salt, as I have already checked because I know the radical, that's why I am telling you. Density, you can go for writing heavy. Okay, next if we talk about heating in the dry test tube, let us proceed with it. Dear student, it is giving colorless pungent smell. You can go for noting down that it is giving colorless pungent smell. Okay, so this is what our observation is for the gases on heating in the dry test tube. Also let me tell you, sublimation form, there is no sublimation over here. Crackling sound is not obtained. If we talk about the residue, let me tell you, when we are heating it, generally what happens with the residue, white residues glows on heating. So dear student, residues are going to get glow on heating. So this is what indication you can write from your dry test tube heating. Dear student, next we are going to do the flame test. So for flame test, let me tell you what you need to do. You have to take the glass rod, you have to dip it into the concentrated HCl, and then you have to check it with your salt. This generally we do it with the help of your platinum wire, but dear student, you can also use the glass rod. As suppose, let us see whether which color flame we are getting. Dear student, apple green coloration is given over here. Very nicely we are able to see. It is giving us the apple green coloration. See. Green color apple you all have seen, right? So it is giving the apple green coloration. It gives the idea about the indication of the barium for today's salt, but we cannot say directly till we confirm it. Okay, so let us go with the other test now. Dear student, next to the flame test, we generally check our anion, and we check our anion starting with the dilute sulfuric acid. So dear student, let us start checking this particular. I have taken my salt. Dear students, no gas evolution. It is not showing me any gas evolution, no bubbles are coming. It means that radicals which are present with your dilute sulfuric acid is absent. Carbonate, then you are having acetate ion, also you have sulfur, also you have SO3. If it will be nitrate, it will be giving the brown color fumes. So dear student, those radicals are absent. Then we are going to check it with the help of the concentrated sulfuric acid. So let us check with concentrated sulfuric acid. Dear students, it is showing the bubbles formation. It is showing the gases is coming out. Colorless, pungent smell. It is giving the pungent smell over here, dear students. So you can say that your today's radical is giving a little bit indication about the chlorine, okay, in which we have to add our Mn2 in this particular. So let us check that also, whether what kind of the result we are getting. So dear students, we have used the MnO2, and we are going to check whether any gas is coming out over here or not. It is supposed to give you the gas like this. If it is giving you the gas like this, little bit yellowish one, it shows the presence of your chlorine. Okay, green is yellow, but it is showing little bit yellowish. Next to it, dear students, very important test, that is chromyl chloride test. And this test has to be performed very properly, because in this what you need to do, see, for this particular test, what you have to do, you have to take one test tube, and in this you have to draw NaOH solution. आपको एक टेस्ट ट्यूब में NaOH पहले से रेडी रखना है. ओके, so this is the test tube in which I have taken NaOH. Next, what I am going to do, I will keep it on one side. I will take the, I am going to take the salt, and I am going to use K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7 powder we have to use potassium dichromate. We have to use the potassium dichromate. In this particular, and dear students, now we have to add the concentrated sulfuric acid in this particular, and as soon as we get the fumes, we have to pass these fumes into NaOH. Dear student, you are able to see the brown color fumes started coming. So we have to pass this into the NaOH solution. So what we will do, we will keep our hand like this, and we will allow the gas to pass into our NaOH solution. We have to take much care while doing this, because it is a concentrated sulfuric acid, dear students. So please wait for a while and just see to it to make your solution color yellow. Please take care, solution should not spill down. Dear students, this is the yellow color of your solution. See, you have to pass this gas. Please take care as it is hot also, because you are using sulfuric acid. So dear student, your solution color should get yellow. Please keep it on one side. I got the yellow color solution. It is yellow color, not the precipitate. Is it clear, dear students? See to it. This is the yellow color solution. Dear students, in this we have to add our lead acetate solution. So we are going to prepare the lead acetate solution and we are going to drop it into this. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये आपका लीड एसिटेट का सॉल्यूशन है एंड ऑन पासिंग इट you started getting yellow color precipitates. Dear student, these precipitates are confirmatory of the chlorine. Precipitates are the confirmatory of your chlorine. So dear student, what we have to do, this yellow color precipitate, that already we have got it and we have confirmed one of the tests. Let us check one more test, and that is with the AgNO3. Okay, so we are going to use the salt solution. Dissolve the salt, make the salt solution. So dear student, this is your solution and you have to use the silver nitrate, AgNO3. If you get white precipitate, confirm chlorine is confirmed. Okay. So dear students, we start getting the white precipitates. I hope you are able to see the precipitates very clearly. So large amount of the white precipitates we are obtaining. Now dear students, if these precipitates are dissolved in ammonium hydroxide, then it is confirmed that we are having the chlorine. Means this is one more test. So let us take our sodium hydroxide solution. Dear student, in this case, just discard the solution. Our aim is to dissolve the particles. So take little bit of the solution and just check for the further. See, I have taken a very less solution and I have to add more amount of ammonium hydroxide. Dear student, precipitates started dissolving. This shows the presence of chlorine. So we have done the chromyl chloride test. Yellow precipitates we got, and we have done the test with the AgNO3. So this was the conformatory of your negative radical. Now we are going to check with our positive radical. So dear student, for positive radical, first of all we need to prepare the salt solution. Now dear students, very important, I am taking the solution and I am using dilute HCl. So dear students, I am getting no white precipitate. There is no precipitation formed, otherwise your group 1 would be present. Then what we have to do? We have to add the H2S. But today, means generally we are using Na2S, sodium flux. Okay. Next to it, let me tell you, then what we do? We are checking it with the help of the ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. After that, even if we are not getting the radical, we pass the H2S in the same solution. But our today's salt is indicating the barium or chlorine, means we have to check it with the ammonium chloride. First of all we have to add. Take ammonium chloride, dissolve it properly first of all. Then you have to use your ammonium hydroxide. So dear student, we have dissolved. This is our ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide. Now what I have to do? I have to use ammonium carbonate. I have to use the solution of ammonium carbonate. So if I am getting white precipitate, it indicates the presence of your fifth group. Yes, dear students, we are able to get the precipitates over here, white precipitates. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to check that these white precipitates are of barium or calcium. So first of all, we will check with the help, we will check first of all for the barium. So for barium, what you have to do? You have to dissolve these precipitates over there in one test tube with the help of your dilute HCl. Okay. Sorry, glacial acetic acid. You have to use your glacial acetic acid. So let us check with that. So dear students, this is my glacial acetic acid. You have to take acetic acid. Okay, dear students, I have used the acetic acid solution, and now what I have to do? I have to use K2CrO4. If I am using K2CrO4 and if I am getting yellow precipitate, barium is conform. Okay, so that's the solution of my K2CrO4. So herein you are able to see the yellow precipitates, dear students, and this indicates the presence of your barium. So barium is present for your today's radical. So dear student, our today's what we can say salt is barium chloride. So I hope the tests are clear, and in the chromile test you should get the yellow precipitates. Okay dear students, still if you are facing any difficulties, please let me know.